All right. Again, thanks everyone for joining us on this Friday for our Arkansas Broadband Leaders Network ABLN meeting. Um, we are barreling down just a couple of days from our conference on Tuesday down in Hot Springs, and so we're excited. It's going to be a great event. We'll talk a little bit more about it in just a second. As always, updates from our team. We'll do a little conference preview with everyone, and then open up the floor for discussion. Quick updates kind of across the board with things that are relevant to our larger statewide stakeholder group. Specific to BEAD, our Volume 2 planning document is still in the committee review stage. I think we talked about this maybe a little bit 2 weeks ago. There are multiple levels of review within NTIA for these planning documents, and so we're still in the committee review stage of that. We sent back what we call curing, or some fixes and tweaks, about 2 weeks ago now, a little over 2 weeks ago. And so we're waiting to hear back from NTIA on that. Kind of reading the tea leaves a little bit. Well, we've said it before, so I never promise anything. It would not be surprising if there are no more curing requirements for us. So we'll see how it moves forward the next couple of weeks. On the mapping challenge process, overall, we are now in our third phase, called the adjudication phase. Okay, it's been a multi-month process for our mapping challenge, a process that we're running, again, currently in the adjudication phase. This is the phase where we receive challenges in, and then we also received in rebuttals, perhaps, from an ISP, and this is the phase where our team has to go in and cipher through and look at the documentation on both sides and figure out the way to move forward. And so, began on June 5th. It officially will conclude on Friday, July 5th at noon that day, although it is our internal goal to have kind of all of that adjudicated and completed the week before that, on Friday, June 28th, so I guess a week from today. We are on target, I think, as of this morning, across, I want to say 900 or so processes that we have to do. We've already accomplished over 500 of them. So we're moving swiftly and hope to be done by this time next week. Updates on the Digital Equity Act, DEA, our Digital Skills and Opportunity Plan. This isn't really new information, but just want to make sure we keep everyone updated. We officially applied really a month ago next week, and we are waiting to begin the curing or fixing or tweaking process with NTIA on that. All right, up to the BEAD conference. So next Tuesday, in Hot Springs, down in Oaklawn, our Arkansas BEAD Digital Opportunity Conference. The last panel announcements will happen today across LinkedIn and other social media, so that'll go out today. I'm really covering the second half of the day, session 2, which we'll look at in just a second, covering the potential for non-deployment. It's a really exciting area for us in the office and for you as our statewide stakeholder group. So we'll talk about that in the second half of the day. As of this morning, we had 350 registrations, which is fantastic. When we started with this, we were kind of estimating around 200, but we've hit 350, and so we're really excited. We have a great lineup of panels throughout the day with really great information, and it's going to be a good event. So I hope you can join us. If you haven't registered, please do, and you can do it at the website link, arkansasbeadconference.com, to get registered. All of you who have already registered should have received an invitation email this week for a Monday night welcome party sponsored by EPC. There will be music and drinks and food available. Technically, a disclaimer on this, it is a separate event from the conference, and our team and our office is not an official sponsor of that event. EPC is sponsoring it themselves. They are a subcontracting firm that is involved in a host of construction activities, one of which includes broadband construction. And so they, on their own volition, they have gone and sponsored a welcome party. And so all the conference attendees are invited. You should have received an email from the office letting you know about that. It'll be from 5:30 to 8:30 on Monday night, kind of in the conference adjacent area. So it's at Oaklawn, right where the conference will be, kind of right outside that little corridor. Again, everyone's invited. Our team will have the registration table open during that same time period from 5:30 to 8:30. Again, that'll be when you'll be able to pick up your name ID and your badge and credential for the conference. We'll have that available 5:30 to 8:30 on Monday. It'll also be available Tuesday during the conference, probably starting at 7 a.m. On Tuesday throughout the day. And again, should have received an invitation to that this week. We look forward to seeing you there. Quickly, a quick glance at the agenda for the conference, again, broken up over 2 sessions through the course of the day. The first session is really focused around infrastructure, so getting fiber built out and upgraded for folks across the state. Going to be a lot of heavy ISP related information during the first half of the day, with really good content and really good panelists. It's going to be a great first half of the day, I think. But it's beneficial for you to be there for that part and see what's going on and learn and network and talk to folks. It'll be a great day, at least for the first half as well. Then we're going to have lunch. I have to double check on some things. We may have a special announcement during lunch. We're targeting the 12:45 time frame there. And again, not quite official just yet. We're working on it. We think we can do it. So look for a special announcement happening at 12:45 during the lunchtime. Second half of the day is our non-deployment portion of the day, because again, the whole concept is, yes, the BEAD program is allocated $1 billion to Arkansas. If we're able to award our infrastructure grants for less than that, then we have money left over, and we can do some really interesting, really impactful projects that hopefully change people's lives. And that's what the second part of the day is about. Really good panels. We're going to do a deep dive on forming partnerships and what that looks like to potentially apply for non-deployment funding. We're going to talk through investing in the workforce of the future and how that impacts economic development. We're going to talk about how we can try to fund innovative healthcare delivery to try to attack those issues we've always talked about in our meetings: drug abuse, mental health, primary care services, maternal health. We try to be really innovative with extra funding that we may have, and then talk sort of holistically at the end. Summarize the day, summarize non-deployment, and really try to think about what this may look like moving forward. And so it's going to be a great day. Again, great panel, lineups across the board, and can't wait to see you down in Hot Springs. All right, at this time we're going to have updates from our Digital Opportunity Manager. So Cam, we'll turn it over to you.
Okay, awesome. How you doing? Oh, good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about the, sister funding program of the Digital Opportunity Capacity program that we will administer. There's a separate program called the Competitive Program that will serve to complement and support digital opportunity efforts broadly across the state. That will be a program that we won't have the authority to administer. So local organizations, let me just read the list of eligible entities, which is the same as or similar to the list of organizations that can be sub-grantees for the capacity program. And let me get to it. And so it's political subdivisions, agencies, et cetera, tribal entities, foundations, corporations that are not schools, community anchor institutions, local education agencies, workforce development programs, and partnerships between any of the above entities that will serve digital opportunity efforts can apply for these programs. A total of $1.25 billion will be available for these efforts. The allowable uses of the program will be...
Quick point of clarification, that's for the whole country, not Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the whole country. Yeah, the $1.25 billion is going to be available to the whole country. It's going to be competitive, at that scale. And so what are the activities that you guys can do? It's very broad right now, and Philip, feel free to fact check me. So directly from the law, you got digital inclusion activities that benefit our covered populations. So we're going to be serving the same 8 covered populations that are in the capacity program. Then you have digital opportunity training programs, and other type of workforce development programs, all technology or technology and equipment upgrades and replacements for free access computer labs. Let's see what else. And other activities that broadly encourage adoption for high speed internet adoption for our covered populations. I'm just, saying this to bring awareness to it. We don't necessarily control any of the aspects of the program, but again, it's another funding opportunity that we can leverage to ultimately serve our higher purpose of getting Arkansas the best and most in digital opportunity. A timeline on it. The NOFO slated to come out 30 days after the first awarded capacity grant. And so that date for the capacity grant will be August 28th. And so we can estimate that the NOFO will drop September, late September, early October, in that time frame. I don't think it's any holidays that'll stretch it out. But again, there's another opportunity or another funding opportunity for us to leverage to get our communities access and skills to utilize it.
All right. That's it, Cam?
And also I want to share one more resource with you guys. The National Digital Inclusion Alliance is a good resource that I use. I'm on their listserv. It's available to government and nonprofits who are looking to participate in these efforts. There are paid versions of memberships to their listserv and things of that nature, but there's also a free version. So I'll drop a link to the chat to that sign up page and their website. If you guys are interested, I encourage you to join. It's great information, and they connect a lot of entities across the country within their organization. So really, really, that is it, Glenn.
All right, thanks, Cam. And just to recap, a little bit of context for that. So the first part of what Cam's talking about is the digital equity, let's call it competitive grant. All right, so if we put it into context of what's going on through the state office, this first bucket, at least moving forward, right? This first bucket of funding related to BEAD, that's that $1 billion to build out broadband infrastructure. Then we have the Digital Skills and Opportunity Plan, right, that we've talked about for a long time. That's a separate bucket of funding that our office is going to administer to focus on digital skills training and devices and so forth. And then this new third bucket, which Cam referenced today, is called Digital Equity Capacity Grant. So it's very similar to and targeted for the things that we're going to do through our office with skills and devices, but it's a different program that we can't apply for, right? So the state office is not allowed to apply for those funds because we're doing the other one. We're doing the Digital Skills and Opportunity Plan. So we're going to put out more information on this. This would be a great potential application opportunity, as Cam said, for cities and counties and nonprofits and philanthropies across the state to maybe partner up and do some interesting things if you're interested in that. And we'll work to get more information out about that. But the context, again, is that this is available for folks to apply for directly to the federal government. It won't even come through us, but we're going to help facilitate and put out information on this. And it's just a separate bucket of funding, and that's to provide some context there. And then, great. Cam's going to drop a link in the chat box for folks to sign up for an additional information source around digital opportunity and things that are happening really across the country. And so if you want to be more informed on those issues, look for that link in the chat box from Cam. All right, updates from our partners. Philip, NTIA, good morning.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Glenn. Yes, as Glenn mentioned, Arkansas submitted their queuing back to NTIA 2 weeks ago. So NTIA at this point is still reviewing Volume 2. NTIA is just double checking everything, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. I don't think we're that far away from final approval, but again, we're moving as fast as we can. But again, a lot of y'all know me, and federal government, it doesn't work as fast as I would like it to, but we're getting there. And but Glenn and his team have done a great job. We're almost to the finish line, and as soon as there's approval, I know Glenn will let everybody know. And I'm excited about the conference next week. I'm happy to have two of my colleagues come in, and I'll have the opportunity to show them around a little bit of Arkansas on Monday before the conference so they can truly understand how special Arkansas is and the diversity we have in the state in terms of geography, industry, all those things. Anyway, I know we'll give them a warm welcome in the state. And so that's all I have for you, Glenn. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Philip. Appreciate it. And yeah, Tuesday's going to be a really great conference day for the state of Arkansas. Okay, with that, let's look at the chat box real quick. So Cam in the chat box has linked a listserv that you can join if you want to and get information about digital opportunity things that are happening all across the country, including Arkansas. It's good to get a good knowledge base of what's going on, and also get those thinking caps on a little bit and see if there's any good ideas out there that someone else may be doing that we want to try to copy in Arkansas. So we would welcome anyone to join that news distribution site if you'd like. And for now, if anyone wants to put a prompt or question in the chat box, we can do that, or raise a hand, and we'll go to you, and we'll give it a couple of minutes here. Let's see. Hey, Clara. Let's see. You're still on mute. Andrew, are they allowed to unmute themselves? There she is. Okay. Hey, Clara, go ahead.
The chat box is locked, first of all, and will we be able to join the meeting digitally when y'all do the conference?
Oh, on Tuesday?
Yes.
No, there is not a virtual broadcast link for that. We don't have the funding for that. It would be a large undertaking. Because to try to pull that off, we could attempt to set up some sort of laptop, and from a distance, and the audio would be messy. So there's no way way for us to pull that off at a decent level. So unfortunately not. But we'll try to report out what we can and provide out as much information as we can based upon what's talked about at the panels.
Please do. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. All right, we'll give it just another second. Hopefully, those of you who are available on Tuesday have registered for the event. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. All right, well, we'll leave it there. Again, we hope to see everyone down in Hot Springs on Monday night, and then on Tuesday for the conference. And we will have, let's see, the normal scheduled call for ABLN would be 2 weeks from today, on July 5th. we won't do one that day, because I would probably be the only one that would log on. So we won't do it that day. We'll probably do it the next week. So we'll shoot for Friday, July 12th to do our next ABLN call. So, all right, with that, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we will see you in Hot Springs on Tuesday. So thank you very much.